All right. And this kit is loaded with tons of little things, so the deeper you look, the more cool stuff you see.
Hi, I'm Shane.
And I'm Tony.
And we're from the Drum Center of Portsmouth in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. We're on the web at drumcenternh.com. And today we are comparing two pretty cool drum sets, the Sonor Vintage Series drum set and the DW Collector's Contemporary Classic Series drum set. Tony, why don't you tell everybody why we chose to compare these two drum sets?
Well, these are two kind of what I consider to be modern classic drum sets. So they're inspired from something from the past, whether it's the shell layout or a previous series like the Sonor kit. But it's got modern appointments, modern build quality, modern everything else, so it's kind of the best of both worlds.
First up, the DW Collector Series Contemporary Classics drum set. Now, this is a new offering. This is a play on the original Classic series that DW came out with in the early 2000s, I think, which that was their attempt at trying to replicate the Slingerland shell. But this one was inspired by Russ Kunkel. And so for those of you who don't know Russ Kunkel, he has played on some of the biggest hits of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and the knots. Is that what they're saying? The knots? I'm not comfortable with that. The knots. Sounds like a medical condition. But I mean, Russ is one of those guys that has played on all of these songs for a reason, because the guy knows how to make a song feel good, and he knows how to make it sound good. So when he came over to DW, he and John Good collaborated on a sound, and that's what this is.
These are mainly a mahogany shell with a poplar inner core and maple reinforcement rings. And the sizes were 22, 13, 16, and we used a bronze 14 by 5.5 snare drum.
The best way I can describe the DW kit, and I was really thinking about this because we recorded this yesterday, those drums really need more simple emphasis. That's like Russ Kunkel, when he plays, there's intention with every hit and there's emphasis. They felt very slow moving in that I wanted when I hit the drum, the note was just a little bit behind it, and it'd be perfect for a Ben Folds singer-songwriter type situation.
Yeah, and I played them tuned up a bit higher, and I still found the same thing. I mean, I kind of played a slower groove on them, and for a higher tuning, I felt like they wanted to be played less and more open and more sparingly.
They had the double A heads on them, which are the two-ply Ambassador with the smooth white film. which I really, really liked at first, and now I was thinking about this morning, I almost wonder what it would sound like with a Power Stroke 3 on there, like a muffled tom head. I think a coated head on the top and bottom might bring out what I would want to hear. Not that I didn't like it with the AA, but I think that they'd be even boomier with a coated.
Yeah.
The Sonor Vintage Series drum set is, now, I gotta tell you, the finish on this is absolutely gorgeous. California blue, it looks like the ocean. I love this color. It's absolutely killing me. The Vintage Series is not an exact replication of what they used to do on the old teardrops, but it's sort of a nod, if you will, to the 50s and 60s when they were doing the teardrop series drums, which were Beech shells. Those had re-rings. The mounting system was different. This is just a modern interpretation of what those were. And the thick German Beech shells with rounded edges are the engine that drive this puppy.
They also feature the super profile hoops, which are exclusive to this line of drums, and they kind of aid this very round kind of attack that they have, but they're still very open as well. They also have the offset teardrop lugs, which is a very classic look from Sonor, which nods back. The attention to detail on this kit is really something special. You look deeper, you see more and more little things here and there, and the little details bring the whole kit up to a whole nother level. We also used the Sonor Phonic Reissue snare drum for this video, and it just sounds great, tuned high, tuned low, everywhere.
For people that know me, I tend to have a bit of a bias towards Sonor. I love the drums, and Tony does too, and I love the sound of these drums. This definitely had a more quick feel. I feel like this could work for bebop or or rock or the singer-songwriter thing. They had a little bit more of a straightness to the sound than the DW did.
I own a Sonor Phonic kit from the 70s, and these have a very familiar sound to me. They have, like Shane said, they're a little straighter, so like it's like when you hit them, they have this very pure, moving in the same direction sound, and it doesn't have like a bend or anything like that. It's a very pure sound. The thing that stood out to me the most was how easy they were to tune and how well they stayed in tune due to the tune safe inside the lugs as well.
The cymbal set that we use today is one of our DCP exclusive packs. This is a Sabian HHX Legacy pack. 22-inch ride, 14-inch hi-hats, and 16 and 18-inch crashes. This 16-inch crash was killer. I love the sound of this. This is a great pack, great value. And it, along with the drum sets, if you want to buy any of those, they're in the links in the description below. And also, please subscribe to our channel. Click that bell up top so you get notified when we post new videos like this.
Thanks so much for watching, and let us know in the comments below which one was your favorite.